Hey, everyone can see us and hear us now.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Guys, it's dissonant.
How about
It's dissonant. Do
no.
your music theory.
I tried.
It's jazz, baby.
It's experimental jazz. Come on.
It's
Oh,
something.
jazz is
It's something. I know it's something. Hey, everybody. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay we do right here every Thursday for Syrinscape. And yeah, I'm glad that the mics are working. We're not frozen. But as always, just let us know in chat if that happens along the way, and we'll get it fixed. Hey, we've already got a +2 from November Alpha 7. That's awesome.
Wow.
They must have seen the previous session where we left off and the amount of chaos that was just starting up. They must assume that you guys might need some help. We'll see.
Yeah,
but
we do have
someone is taking pity on us.
Nice. That's awesome.
But also, please give us your +2s.
Yeah. Well, hey, before we get into no, let's not push it too far there, Brandon. Let's keep the. Anyways, all right. Hey, before we get into a little recap, and we get into the gameplay and what this session is about and all that good stuff. Let's do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everyone, introduce yourself. Tell people where they can find you online, and introduce your character as well. Ellen, start it off.
Wow, what a surprise. I didn't think I would be thrown to. I would just like to thank my mom and the Academy. But I am Ellen. If you follow me on Twitter, I am EllenKGraham1, and you should really follow me. I was meant to drunk tweet about Fury Road last night, but instead I'm going to do it in the morning. I'm not drinking, I'm not day drinking, but I'm going to carry my drunk thoughts from yesterday into today. And I just do hot nerd stuff there, cosplays, silly thoughts. So follow me on Twitter, please, so I can take over the world. Speaking of world domination, I am also a member, a creator and performer for the Australian Emmy-winning TTRPG podcast, Roll to Cast. That's ROLE to Cast. Yes, it's very exciting. We got to take home the silver, and the medal is en route, as I believe from the last update. So we have each season is a different game system, so there's something for everyone from Cyberpunk 2020 to Red to Vampire the Masquerade to Pulp Cthulhu to Kids on Bikes to The Witcher. We're currently doing Avatar Legends, which is actually a family-friendly season. So if you want some TTRPG actual play content that, might not burn young kiddies' ears, you can listen to that. It's really fun. It's called Homeland. And we have a bunch of very cool stuff. You can also check out our YouTube channel where we do our monthly live streams. Our last one had the lovely Rob Mulligan. What?
Hey.
Yeah, as a very disturbing little child. So if you didn't see that, go to Rolltocast on YouTube and look it up. It will be our last live stream, Rolltocast Live, Cyberpunk Red. And it was a really, really, really fun game run by Phil, of course, our Cyberpunk expert. I will also be in PAX. I will be at PAX in October. If you're in Australia, if you're in Melbourne, it's going to be really fun. I'm on 2 panels, one talking about which Mass Effect characters I would like to woohoo with, all of them, and the second one is Taskmaster. So if you've seen the game Taskmaster, where people are asked to achieve tasks, but because of their comedic ability to understand rules, it gets out of hand. So yeah, please check that out. I'll be there. And I am playing today the rocker of your dreams, Alley Katz. That's right, I switched it up. Do that sometimes.
Nice. And Rockette.
I don't even know what to do. All of this is stream is over. Stream is over. But aside from that, hi everybody. I'm Rockette Fox. And today, I'm your favorite person, along with these other amazing and incredible people. And you can find me on all the places where if you just punch in Rockette Fox, you'll find me. I'll be there. Especially if you do want to burn some kids' ears, then make sure to, come hang out with me. It'll be good. And other than that, Monday evenings, I'm over on ELH's channel, who you may remember from the past campaign where so much was happening. So much is always happening. But I'm over there on Monday nights. We're doing some Star Trek. And on the last Sunday of the month, although it's going to be this month, and then the last Sunday of this month, doing Dune with the amazing Rob and Ellen. And yeah, as far as tonight goes, I'm playing Hades, who's really going to try to get Allie to come back.
We'll see. I don't know about that. But yeah, and Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil. You can find me at Scruff, SKKRUFF. Sometimes it has one F, sometimes it has two. I don't know. It just depends whether it was available when I made the account. Ellen's left me nothing to talk about, but I am also part of...
and our Discord. Patreon and our Discord.
Yes. Patreon and Discord. Yes, I'm also part of Rollercast. We're joined at the hip. You can't separate us. We just appear all over the internet together. So I second everything that she says. Please come and patronize our stuff. And if you really want to patronize it, why don't you go to patreon.com and you can support us. That really, really helps. That is what got us over the line to make our immersive Cyberpunk 2020 stream with our character Uncle Bob, which is again is on YouTube. You can go check that out. And also gives you access to the members area of our Discord. But there is an open area as well. So below all our videos and stuff, you can find a link to our Discord. Come join our community. Come say hi. We talk all things tabletop, TV, video games. It's all happening in there. So yeah, please come join our little community. We really, really appreciate it. And as Ellen says, we do live streams. We had the lovely Rob Mulligan, and who knows who we'll have next month. We do a different game, like our podcast. We do a different game every month, and our patrons help us choose. So those choices are coming up very soon. So why not follow our YouTube channel so you can catch the next one as well. But today, I'm playing Bud, the traitor.
Whoa! I won't hear it.
Traitor.
Yeah, thank you, backing me up.
And Brandon,
you're doing the right thing. Hi, I'm Brandon Perkins, also known as DM_Brando, and today I'm going to talk to you some more about that book that I've been writing called Soul: A Harvest of Souls. You can find it on royalroad.com. That's royalroad.com. And Sola is spelled S-O-L-A. And if you could do me a favor while you're over there, if you've read it before, or if you haven't read it before and you're about to check it out, feel free to leave a comment or a rating or something like that. It really helps me out, boosts me in the rankings there, so people can find the book even easier. And personally, and I'm very biased, I think it's probably the best book ever written. So I highly recommend you check it out. The link will be somewhere down in the chat here in Twitch if anybody's watching the chat at some point, usually at the end of the episode. Hang around, you can link on over after all this is done. And we're going to be doing a live reading of that on Cybernation Uncensored at some juncture in time. We're still working on a date, but I'm sure you all will be among the first to know when that's happening, whenever that does happen. And today I am playing Rush, the fixer, who's just getting fixed, isn't he? They're trying to fix him because his brain's all scrambled and he's acting like a wild man. But what are you gonna do? He's all soccer crazy. That's
true. It's true. It's very true.
Soccer crazy.
Hey, no one can help. No one can help the fixer who does not help himself.
Oh, jeez.
My baby brain.
Yeah.
We might be in trouble then.
Because they're about to run out on us.
Can the fixer fix himself?
Wow. I guess
That's deep, man.
That's where it is, huh? We're just gonna abandon people.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. But hey,
so I got a backup character. It's an engineer.
Yeah, I did warn everyone make some backup characters. You never know what might happen here. But before we get into that,
never listened to warnings.
First, let me mention I'm GM Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here, but I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Check out Cybernation Uncensored and all the things we have going on. We're on Twitch, streaming live multiple times a week. We're on YouTube with all our VODs and other series and episodes. And then we put everything on the podcast, which hits like 30 plus different sites. We're over 330 something episodes now or more. I kind of lost track a bit, but yeah, check out Cybernation Uncensored. Also check out cybernationuncensored.com. We have merchandise like magnetic miniatures and all kinds of free assets to help your gameplay as well. Just all kinds of stuff. We have new GMs that are going to be streaming with us very soon. I have some new streams I'll be putting out very soon, as well as some live gameplay with some really unique games and some interesting stuff. We'll see what happens with all that. If you tuned into my AMA I recently streamed, you kind of maybe caught wind of some of that stuff. I'll be posting VOD on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube probably this weekend, so look out for that if you want to see what's going on. And aside from giving myself support for my brand and all our players, let's first give a shout out to Syrinscape. Everyone, give some support to Syrinscape. Follow and subscribe here on Twitch, also on YouTube, and also shout out to everyone that watches on YouTube. I know in the past couple streams I've mentioned, hey, we always interact with chat here live on Twitch. And I know not everybody can tune into the live, and you catch the YouTube VOD, comment and like that video. Let us know what you're thinking and how it's going, and we'll interact there too. And sure enough, past a couple streams, we've been getting some comments on the VODs. We've been able to interact with you people that are watching there and can't come into the live, and I just want to give you a shout out and say we appreciate that. So just keep liking the videos and commenting. Also, let us know which parts of the scene and the session were your favorite. Maybe mention your MVP of the session too. I'd love to get some feedback from people that are watching the YouTube VOD. Also check out Syrinscape's app. It's now web browser based. You no longer have to download the player and all that. It's what we've been using the past handful of streams since that was launched. It's amazing. You can get a free trial, and I know you'll love it, so check that out. All right, cool. Let's get into it. Our team, long story short, again, check out all the VODs and past sessions on Syrinscape YouTube. Yeah, there's too much to mention here. Long story short, we've got Rush and Alley Cats who are brainwashed by Arasaka, Hades, and Bud. They, passed the resist torture and drugs. They didn't get brainwashed or whatever, but they're kind of playing along, or at least they have been, until they got to this ground zero in the Arasaka wreckage in the hot zone to retrieve this engram on a biochip, and they ran into Pacifica Confederation, where Bud and Hades kind of came clean about everything. They've been able to handcuff Alley and Rush, and then a bunch of scavers raided in. Chaos just ensued, and where we left off, ultimately Rush got out of his handcuffs. He was trying to get Alley out of hers when Hades noticed that. And then the soldiers, about two of the soldiers were holding back all the scavers in the hallway, that they chucked a grenade down the hall, and the two Savannah Panther drones hopped in there that the tech's running. Another tech hopped on the big sort of moto drill, which is that huge sort of jet ski motorcycle looking thing with this huge encapsule with drill to cut through the wall. And Slim's back there just yelling, "Let's go, let's get out of here." And they're kind of drilling into where the elevator door and kind of wreckage is collapsed in the back of the room. Did I miss any of the chaos of where we left off? Any key points there? I think that covered everything that was happening, right?
Yeah.
Arasaka called and got hung up on.
Oh, that's right. At one point, when everything was first going down, before they were able to kind of tackle Rush and grab all his stuff, he called Arasaka on the agent and let them overhear him mentioning Bud and Hades kind of turning on them. And then since then, now handcuffed, there has been a couple attempts at Arasaka calling his agent. I think Bud noticed it on the agent across the room when they took all of Rush's stuff. Yeah, that is a good point to mention. That was very clever of Rush. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, let's get the.
So Aaron Duran gave us a positive plot twist.
Oh, nice.
In chat. Just wanted to let you know in case you hadn't seen it.
No, I didn't see it, so it doesn't count. It doesn't.
It's because we've been talking about pizza. I
didn't see it, so it doesn't count. Is what I'm saying.
No.
Scroll back, Rob.
You're 20,000 points down the drain.
Oh, we can't.
I'm sorry.
I
blinked. I'm sorry. I blinked. I'm sorry. No. All right, cool. I'm glad you did see that, because honestly, I didn't see it. So now we know. Yeah. I'll count that in. I'll try to work that in, or I will work that in. I just don't know exactly where. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully early on. But yeah, let's get some Syrinscape sounds going as you're deep in the hot zone in the corporate decay, and you can still hear the blood rain outside kind of running through the building and through the crevices and parts of wreckage. Everyone's got their radiation suits on as chaos is kind of happening. Let's first bring up shout out to Fantasy Grounds, official sponsor and partner. Let's get a little combat tracker going. Let's go over here and let me drag everybody over. Oh, do we not have Hades in here? Or her character sheet open?
Is she not participating in the combat?
I don't see it at the top.
It should be. Hang on.
Well, here, I got you. I'll drag you.
I don't see you in the top left there.
Have you chosen this time to be a pacifist?
I see that. Let me try and reopen it. I see everybody.
No, it's all good. I've got you right here. I pulled you into the combat tracker. Everyone, give me initiative.
Okay.
That was not my initiative. I was just trying to see if it is actually going through.
It's the init.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Oh, there we go.
I'm always first.
It's initiative, isn't it?
Nice. And there on the overlay, I've added the little combat tracker there, so even as we do rolls and we kind of move on in gameplay, we can kind of allow chat and people to check it out as we go. Kitty! All of a sudden, Bud has a cat. Found a cat in the wreckage out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Living down here.
It's insane.
It's irradiated so
no.
much. It's like all the dogs and cats in Chernobyl that people are rescuing. So cute.
Nice, but it looks like...
Spicy cat.
First?
Yeah, it looks
of course I'm first. 18 for me.
Exactly. So... yeah, just like I described, a couple of soldiers that were firing off some shotgun rounds have backed out of that hallway. Another has chucked a grenade down the hall. You hear that explode down the hallway, and it kind of rattles the structure of the building down here. You hear some people screaming, scabbers. You hear more stomping, and there's just more people coming. You see those Savannah drones get powered up by the tech, kind of advances towards the hall near the security as those two drones pounce into the hallway. You hear scabbers screaming and the drone kind of attacking. You hear rounds going off. And then Slim's in the back just yelling with the guy with the drill. I'm telling him, let's get it going. The guy's saying, do we do a scan? He's like, we have no time for that. Let's go. He's yelling as Rush stands up with Allie, and you hear Hades kind of yell out, Rush is out of his cuffs. Bud, I know that's a lot to take in, but that's going on around you. What do you do?
Rush is out of his cuffs.
Could you save it until we're not half a mile underground? I'm gonna grapple him.
You gonna grapple Rush?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to me. Save it.
No, Rush. I'm gonna save it for Rush. Could you save your little prison break until we're not half a mile underground, please?
Yeah, and Rush and Bud do brawling. We contested here for a grapple.
Contested.
Stop fighting.
No, never.
I don't like it.
Everything's small, and these are not real glasses.
Yeah. They need to make fantasy grounds for old people.
That's right.
big.
18 for me.
Oh. Yeah.
What was it?
15.
Oh, okay, I see both of it. Yeah, so Rush, yeah, as you stand up and Hades kind of yells out, Bud is instantly on top of you, grapples you up. You're not able to really do much, you know.
Can I zip tie him this round?
Yeah, you can get him back. Get him back in the cuffs if you want. One is dangling off of a wrist.
Well, I don't know about putting back in cuffs because he can obviously just get out of them. Yeah, that's why I have zip ties for this.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I'll allow that. We'll streamline that part there.
How are you zip tying his hands?
Yeah, I'm gonna zip tie his hands. Yeah, I'll put them behind because he's obviously adept at kind of wriggling out of things. It's like looking after children around here.
Come on, you're gonna let me sit here and die? Come on.
I'm not gonna let you die. We're getting the hell out of here.
At least let me fight for myself.
No.
Yeah, and in the back, as all the fighting's going on in the hallway, you see the tech with the drill in the back with Slim as that sort of drone drill kind of pounces up and starts working its way in as you hear it charge up.
Drilling operations.
Okay, I'm ready to ride this baby to the surface.
And yeah, I'm not going to let that drill sound keep going, but just to give an example of exactly how loud it is, and it's rumbling the entire structure as it's cutting through, and you can see the sides kind of spraying some type of chemical and pressed out sort of hand-looking materials off the side of the drill as it's going, almost kind of compressing the sides, making it at least structurally sound enough to travel through. And this drill breaks through the side, and it starts kind of drilling through, but almost in an upward direction. And then Slim turns and says, "Let's go, let's move out." And he starts running behind this drill, just running behind it. What is Rush doing? I know he's grappled up, but for the sake of initiative here, Bud just grappled you up, zip tied as you hear that drill going, and Slim yell out as they go on. What are you doing?
Is Allie out of her cuffs?
Yeah, I forget.
No, I believe you didn't. It was right when you
started, but I didn't.
You were about to do it, and that's when Hades saw the cuff hanging and yelled out, and then Bud.
Hades' sharp eye caught you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
There's no way I can use my Wolvers on this zip tie, right? Because it's around my wrists.
Right.
I'm guessing.
You will Wolver your own hands.
Unless you could do something
I would do it.
You Wolver your own bum at this point. Your hands are behind your back.
So it's about loyalty.
Depends how flexible you are.
Loyalty to Arasaka. I'm just gonk for Sokka. Yeah.
Hey, can't tie my hands together if I have no hands.
There you go. I could get a new robot hand. Anyway, there's not really a whole lot that I can do right now. I don't have an internal agent, so I can't call Arasaka that way. So I think I'm just gonna have to go with the flow right now and silently see that my good friend Slick over there.
All right. Yeah, you start making your way over. And yeah, Allie.
If someone can let me out of this freaking chair, please. What? Just because we're on different sides, you're gonna let me die?
We're gonna get her to her feet and shove them down the tunnel in front of us, the two of them. So they got nowhere to go. They got. What? Why?
Don't be rough with them. Come on.
Time is of the essence here.
Your butt's gonna be of the essence if you don't quit it.
Okay, all right. Ma'am.
Save it.
Just follow that drill, okay?
Man.
I'm getting out of here.
I hate fighting. But also,
I'm not letting you two be scavenger meat before I'm done with you.
Let's just all get out of here, and then we can all make our merry ways.
And what about Hades?
I hope Slim has a plan for this. It's getting real tiresome.
Hades just gonna kind of follow, kind of behind Russian Alley where.
Nice. Well, yeah, all of you follow behind as the drill kind of breaks through. Like I said, kind of on an upward path. You see it cutting through wreckage where it went through the elevator shaft that is just filled with debris. Everything's compact, but you can absolutely see wreckage and parts of building at times as you're running up this path. You see Slim and the drill up ahead just a little ways. But behind you, You see two of the soldiers kind of coming up the tunnel, and then turn around and they're shooting back down the tunnel. Like you see some scavvers got through, then you see a drone kind of jump past just as you're making your way up the tunnel out of view of the room. So it seems like it kind of poured into that room that you left, and you can hear gunshots going off, and as they're kind of fighting off the scavvers. But you make your way up through, and you keep passing different sections of wreckage. There's a time when you get through what looks like some type of like possibly like gymnasium or gym, because you can see like piles of workout equipment in the wreckage, and like wood planks and things with like number markings, like it was some type of sports something. It's hard to make sense of it, but you're going through some type of like gymnasium or spot like that, and then it breaks through to something that looks like it could possibly be cubicles, because you see a bunch of broken desks compact up along sides of the tunnel. And then you kind of break up into what looks like a cafeteria of such, because the drill kind of pops up and lands on the top of that. And as you guys enter that room, you see it's intact. There's a cafeteria. There's obvious garbage and just junk everywhere. Half of the wall is collapsed in on one side. You can see a bunch of earth kind of coming in. On the other side of the room, you can see just big concrete slabs. And it looks like for somewhat you're kind of trapped inside of this sort of room as the drill kind of goes to the side, and it stops, and the tech hops off and goes over to Slim, and they just start talking. What was that, Hades?
So cafeteria, hypothetically, would there be any like packaged food there that would have survived all this? Like, let's say Twinkies, Nutty Buddy bars.
25 years.
Do you maybe want to?
They're packaged.
They're packaged.
Ramen never go bad.
Does anyone want to check the Geiger meter maybe before you start eating?
Let's say
plastic is very strong.
Yeah, let's use part of that positive plot twist to say Hades does find a couple broken vending machines with some rotting food and some disgusting liquid corrosion and eating away at the wall and vending machine. But in all that nastiness, she happens to find a couple old school, out of print and out of manufacture flavors of kibble that looks like the expiration date is still another 20 or 30 years. And she happens to find 1d6 Twinkies. So Hades, grab a 1d6 and toss it into that chat window.
Roll, baby, roll. For anyone wondering if that plot twist is going to be used to save us from brainwashing, don't worry, we got a Twinkie instead.
Yeah, you got some Twinkies. It's all good.
That's one for everyone.
We can all share. Nothing brings a group together like sharing Twinkies. There, I said it.
Yes. Hey, shout out to ELH in chat. So yeah, you're able to find that, and you're up kind of in the room. What is, for the sake of kind of going down combat tracker, what's Bud doing?
Well, let's keep an eye on our two prisoners for a start, as we're stopped. But I'm going to be scouting as well as them, I'll scout, the tunnel we came from and this open area we've burst into to check, we haven't got any scabbers on our tail or anything like that.
Yeah, no problem. Give me a perception, and then what's Rush doing now that you're all up in this room, this cafeteria?
Looking around to see if anybody
21.
grabbed our stuff.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that last session too, and I think Bud and Hades mentioned grabbing your stuff.
It's all in a duffel bag.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure they would gather
I think we took everything out of the room whenever we left.
Yeah, I'm almost positive somebody mentioned something along those lines last session, and if not, it's all good. We'll say yeah, but toss it all in his carry-all.
They took our guns and stuff off us.
Yeah, what's Allie doing?
I think I'd just like to do so we did get what we came for. We got the 8 grand.
Exactly.
And is it on Bud's wrist?
Yeah, Bud has it in that isothermal case that's marked to his bioprint, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd just like to do like a perception check and just kind of like scan the room for any... Because I feel, or Allie feels like they're basically trying to trap us. So I'm just trying to look for any other way out that's gonna be able to get me away from them.
I'll bet.
Yeah. And since Rush already knew that they grabbed all of your stuff, is there anything else that you want to do? I don't want to waste your turn on something you already should know. You know what I mean? Is there anything else that you wanted to do, Rush? Rush?
I'd be looking for new opportunities to break free, but I know that the options are slim. Pun intended.
Yeah, I'll say this. It's zip ties. You could try to do an athletics check. It'll be really difficult, or a contortionist check. Again, it's going to be really difficult. Bud, he knows how to zip tie it nice and tight and make it extremely difficult to get out of in that fashion.
Yeah.
But if you want to go for that, you can both roll that if you want. But Allie, it's that or your perception, Allie. It's up to you.
I might try perception. I'm gonna try and see the lay of the room.
Yeah, then give me your perception
and my cuffs.
Yeah, give me perception and then Rush if you want to do athletics or contortion.
Guys, we have heaps. We have 7 plus 2s, and I am going to use a +2.
I crit succeeded.
Yeah. So what's Hades?
Rush is nimble.
Well, yeah. Let's catch things up because first off, Bud. Yeah, when you look down the tunnel, you have an excellent perception there. You don't see those 2 soldiers catching up to you. You can still hear noises of yelling and rumbling and feet and scrambling and stuff like that. You also can hear Slim talking to the tech guy saying, yeah, just do a quick scan. Let's keep moving. We got to get out of here. No one else is responding. And the tech's like, yeah, I'm getting no feedback. I think they're done. All right, well, let's at least get out of here. We've got the package. Let's go. And they kind of point towards your case. So it sounds like no one else is responding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, let's go.
And you notice Rush with that awesome perception. Well, actually, Rush, give me a stealth. You successfully break out of these zip ties. Let's see if your stealth beats Bud's. Nope. Bud, you see, looking around, you hear Slim saying that. You hear that going down the tunnel, and you notice Rush break out of his zip ties.
He's like a slippery eel.
You're like a slippery eel. Would you quit it?
And then, Allie, you're not seeing any other way out of this room except down the tunnel that you came for the most part. And it's just, you're kind of overwhelmed with everything going on, so you're not picking up on much else. But Hades, Bud, mentions Rush. Now you notice Rush has broken out of his zip ties too, as Rush scans the room, and Slim's talking to the tech, and what is Hades doing?
So, since Bud noticed, would that be kind of an alert to everyone, or would I have?
Yeah, he said something. He
said he's like a slippery eel.
Yeah, he said something.
That's true. He did say that.
Yeah.
He used his action on the perception stuff, but he at least was able to say something and bring attention to it.
I can signal that you've done it. He's done it. Yeah.
Yep.
Hades is gonna hold off. She's gonna watch. She thinks that Bud can handle Rush. She's gonna watch, but she's gonna hold off acting right now.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and you can hear that noise down the tunnel kind of getting louder. Now the rest of you can kind of hear it as Slim just kind of, taps the tech guy on the shoulder and just says, let's keep it moving.
Commence drilling operations.
As the tech gets it going again. And ultimately, the drill keeps cutting through, and it starts tearing through the back end of the this rundown cafeteria as Slim turns around and walks over to you, Bud, and with Hades, Rush, and Allie are kind of off to the side, but comes up to you and says, look, no one's getting back to us. If you've got any grenades or anything that you can toss down, let's try to close that hole and keep moving forward. And then he goes back towards the drill. And now we're back over to Bud. I think I know someone that might have a rocket launcher.
Pretty sure I do have an explosive.
If not, I think someone on your team might have something.
Yeah.
Rob.
I think I've got all of Allie's grenades and stuff in my bag.
Yeah.
So
There's a mine.
I have a rocket launcher.
you do have a rocket launcher. I don't have heavy weapons though, but I do have athletics.
Oh.
I guess I'll use my action to do as Slim says and chuck a grenade down there. I'll also say to Rush, just don't try anything, okay? Like just behave until we get to the surface, please. Grenade down the hole.
Nice. Give me your athletics. And let's say, okay, yeah, you just have to beat a 15.
Ooh.
20.
Nice. Yeah, you chuck it down there, no problem at all, and it explodes, and then from down the hole, you can hear some yelling and noises as you hear the whole structure kind of like shake.
Do the old Star Trek. It's a 5.
Oh yeah, and then you hear that coming from the hole from down there as you hear screams and all the scavers, and you actually can see the hole like closing up as it's getting closer and closer to the cafeteria, and you start seeing some cracks kind of making their way out to the structure of the actual cafeteria as the drill breaks through on the other end of the room and starts making its way further going up as Slim turns and let's go and keeps going up. What's Rush doing?
First he flips Bud the bird.
Nice.
In response to the don't try anything. Could I at least have my gun?
No.
So I guess I'm fist fighting if they get here.
Yes. You won't need to. I'll keep everybody safe, okay?
Why should we believe you?
Because I'm your damn friend, and I will prove it to you just as soon as we get out of this hole.
I don't believe this. Why would you think any of us are friends? You tie us up, you take away our crap, you say that we're crazy.
Blow the entire mission.
You have nothing left after we blew up your home. You're just, what? A lonely edge runner looking for something, other people to call his posse. Why don't you just let us go, all right? So we can stop pretending like this is anything.
You're lucky I don't feel emotions anymore.
Brainwashing isn't really crazy, though. I mean, those are two very distinct things.
I'm telling you, I'm not brainwashed, for God's sake. I can think for myself. She can't. But she doesn't.
It would turn out.
You and I, dear audience, we know.
The narrator says.
So sick of being called goddamn crazy. Just let me out.
That's not crazy.
Just save it for the surface.
Fine. You better get us out of here.
Bud, we're gonna get to the surface at some point.
I know, I'm just kicking it down the road, okay? Slim says he's got a plan for this. I don't know, maybe we can just jack him into something and fix what Sokka did to their heads.
We hear
I mean, we're standing right there.
Yeah, you should be able to hear that, yeah.
I'm just gonna, I guess, wait, so we've closed the tunnel behind us from where the scavers were coming.
Oh, yeah.
But the drill is the way forward.
Yeah,
right?
now they've started that up to keep going after Bud kind of threw the explosives down, and you guys are arguing a bit. But back to Rush for a moment, because he did flick off Bud, but he should at least, if you want it, any other action or move or anything else you want to do or say, technically it's still your turn.
No, I'm not gonna poke the bear any more than I already have.
Nice.
The bear being you?
No, and I like that. I can respect that role play too, because in all honesty, you're brainwashed. You believe all the Arasaka stuff, but you're still Rush. You're still smart and tactful, and you know when to, not overstep in certain things. I like that. But yeah, what's Allie doing?
I think I'm gonna charge. I'm like after I be very cruel.
Yeah, that was nasty.
It was nasty, wasn't it?
That hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it's basically like she's pinned into a corner now, and so just like any kind of person who you know is suffering from a different kind of perception, something altering their perception, she's just lashing out. It doesn't matter. She just wants to get what she needs. But I think she's just gonna like just turn, not look at Bud or Hades, and just like walk straight down the drilling path and just be like, well, let's go then. Let's go to the surface and get this over with. Just because I want to be ahead of the pack and try and look out for any ways that I can get some sort of advantage or, you know, hide or something.
Yeah, you start making your way. Yeah, you know, all that arguing, conversation all went down as Rush flicks off, says what he says, and then, yeah, you start making your way to the other end of the cafeteria where you see Slim and the drill kind of heading up and drilling through. What's Hades doing during all this?
Hades is gonna follow Ellie.
Nice. Yeah, you keep carrying on. Everybody give me a perception.
I would like to use a +2. Oh, wait. Nope, hang on. Where's my perception?
Oh dear. Crit fail
Man.
for a 12.
Only a 13.
Pretty good for a crit.
Oh, thank God, Rush.
Yeah, that's what 7 points in threat detection does for you.
You're really selling it to me.
Yeah, so
Oh my God.
yeah, ultimately, like as Allie starts making her way and Hades starts making her way, and you all kind of group to go. Bud, yeah, you don't really pick up on it. Neither does Allie, as Allie's maybe aggravated and storming off, and you're focused on rushing them out of the cuffs. And Hades doesn't really notice, but Rush, just as you're all kind of making your way, you notice all that structural damage, those cracks that were coming through from Bud chucking the grenade down the tunnel are now starting to come out, and you actually see them cutting across the floor right underneath you. Just as you see the floor absolutely collapse down in, and you hear all of that collapse in.
What?
And Rush is
I'm the one who does that.
Yeah, and Rush is the only one that can basically try to make some type of athletics check to catch himself out of this situation. However, he's definitely on a -2 because of being zip tied. You gotta beat a DV-15. Yeah, if you had the grapple gun, it's an automatic. You know, you don't fall, but it's in the duffel bag.
Thanks, bud.
But your perception allowed you a chance. Oh, that's right. You're out of the zip ties. So DV-15 athletics check to see if you can.
We have +2s. We have +2s. We have many.
Use some.
Okay.
We have 6.
Okay.
Currently.
Have you guys figured out how to add a +2 without just doing it in our head after?
It's down on the left, right?
The bottom
yeah.
left.
Yeah.
You'll see little.
Modifier.
Modify, or you can just
Way
click
down
the
there.
plus buttons, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do this thing.
There you go. Got intense for a moment.
Hey!
Nice. Yeah, Rush, you as all of that collapses down and just goes down, you see rubble coming up. You're able to somewhat like grab onto some like rebar and stuff hanging out of the side of the wall, and you're basically hanging there on the side of the wall. You can see up above, kind of a little forward, the drill tunnel where Slim and the drill continue on, just out of sight now. You can see below you where everything has collapsed down, and it's just this huge cloud of debris and junk. You can't tell what's going on down there, but at least you're hanging by that rebar and you didn't fall down. Everybody else, give me a 2d6.
Ow.
It's not that bad. It's just it's falling damage. You just went down about 10 meters.
I've taken a lot of falling damage already.
But this is absorbed by your SP, so most of you probably won't take that much.
Yeah, I mean, my SP is 10 still on my body.
Nice. Yeah,
Never been happier to roll
then Bud, yeah, you fall down, taking a little bit of damage. It hits you, but your armor absorbs it. It looks like everybody tumbles down. in the wreckage is you basically collapse down, and there's this huge cloud of smoke. It's pitch dark down there, and with all the debris and everything up, it's hard to see what's going on. But everyone, give me a secondary athletics check. This is athletics DV15. If you fail, you suffer the broken leg critical injury from this fall.
I'm gonna use a +2.
Yeah, keep in mind.
And I also wanna.
Hades has broken her leg. Don't forget. Yeah, you have luck. You have +2s. Athletics. Yeah.
I'm gonna use 2 luck.
Allie's okay.
Yep.
23.
Bud tumbles, does a back flip up. He's like brushes off the debris. He's like, I'm good. But
meanwhile, Hades is in a crumpled pile.
Oh yeah, Hades. In the debris rise where you can barely see, both of you are okay. It was rough. You're okay, but you clearly can hear Hades yelling out as she is now suffering the broken leg critical injury. You don't take the extra 5 damage from that, Hades, but now you do suffer that critical injury. But yeah, I'll let you guys play that out, as you can't see, but you can hear.
My leg!
Hades, where are you?
I don't know. It's dark in here. I don't have a map on me.
I'm gonna find her in the dark with my torch.
My leg!
What's wrong with your leg?
I think it's broken.
Is this a trap?
It's not a trap. God.
If Bud finds her with a flashlight, it's gnarly. You can see some bone poking out.
Ooh.
Here, hang on to me.
Yeah, and you can tell.
I see something.
As it sort of settles.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, you can see.
I can't stop looking at it.
I want to try. Yeah, I'll. If the Bud's got his light out, I'll be able to see.
Oh yeah, you can see now. And yeah, it's a paramedics DV13 to fix, which is a med tech sort of thing.
Yeah, you can't do first aid to just
No, you can't. Not with a broken leg.
No, it's a paramedic check.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Hades' move is at a -4 right now. So Hades, whatever your move is, it's at a -4 now. You didn't take extra damage, but it does hurt like hell, and you're having a hard time moving. And as
all the falls she's had in here, it's miraculous she hasn't gotten a broken leg yet.
I know, and as the dirt and dust settles, you can tell you're in another part of the metro tunnel. Some other part of the metro tunnel.
Is there something you can hang on to?
Oh, I don't know. Right now I'm hanging on to Bud, kind of, but I don't. It's fine, I guess.
Can you walk? Can you walk with my support? Yeah, I know.
Oh, I looked at it again.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't look. Do I have? No, I wouldn't have any cloth or anything. No, it doesn't. Is there something she can use as a support?
Yeah, amongst the debris, you can find a piece of rebar or something, and then arm around Bud or something. That can work, sure. She still has the -4 to move, but she can at least move and get by, with a little bit of help.
Yeah. We'll do a very basic splint on her that doesn't actually help.
In fact, I'll say her move instead of -4 can be -3 if she's walking with somebody. You know what I mean?
Okay, makes sense.
But then that puts you at the same disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bud?
Yes?
You need to go ahead, right? You're the one with the hands free.
I'm the one with the guns? Yeah.
Yes.
So
let Hades lean on me so you can keep us safe, right? I thought that was the deal.
Okay. All right.
Rush, you can see them. You can see and hear them now down there as the dust settles. You can see everything as you're hanging there by this rebar.
My leg.
Can we call a truce between the Arasaka and the independent factions here until we get the heck out of here, please? Deal?
Like I
said,
let's just get to the surface.
Okay, here she is. Right, ready? Okay. Hades, 1, 2, 3.
As soon as Hades is over with Ellie, she's just gonna put her arms around her and just start just put her head on her shoulder.
It's okay. Frack, why didn't we pack any hypos or anything?
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. Slim?
Just we're gonna look forward, Hades, okay?
Yeah, and the three of you now, it's dawned on you, like, you don't see Rush amongst the rubble or anything.
Rush?
Rush! Did the squid people get him?
What's Rush doing?
Well, Rush is weighing his options. He's looking up at the tunnel, thinking maybe there's still a chance to get out that way.
Oh yeah, there's a high DV. Yeah, you can see that you could climb rebar and wreckage to try to climb your way up to the tunnel. It'd be a very difficult athletics check. You could drop down to the bottom, which would be another sort of athletics check to not break your leg, because you got that 10-meter drop. That's at least what is apparent just right off the bat, anyways.
Yeah. So he's looking. He sees the tunnel. He knows everybody's down there. And he's just not going to turn his back on his friends. So he's dropping down. Hopefully not going to break his leg.
Oh no. We can use each other as a crutch.
Oh yeah, give me
he drops down, immediately breaks his leg.
Yeah, first do a 2d6 to see if any damage gets through your SP from that fall. Just you can, if you right click the d6 at the bottom, you can put it on 2 and then toss it into the chat window on Fantasy Grounds.
You literally.
It's so cool.
He jumps down on Hades, breaks his leg on Hades.
On Hades.
Picks her up the leg.
6. That doesn't even get through your SP, does it, Rush?
No.
Oh, and the other thing too, if anybody has 2 cyber legs, which I know nobody does, you avoid all of this
Not
altogether.
now.
Yeah.
Maybe next.
Yeah.
Maybe after we break our legs.
Yeah.
Nice. Rush. Yeah, you fall down, you tumble, you know, it hurts a little, but you don't take any damage and you don't break your leg, and now you're with the team.
Oh!
You rang.
Where did you come from?
Up there.
Are you an angel?
Well, you know, let's keep that between you and me.
Rush, look
Are
at this
you okay?
bone.
She's gonna.
Oh my. Ooh.
It's not.
Yeah,
hey,
just.
That's not. Oh, I can't raise my hand. That's not helpful right now.
Rush is gonna throw up, and I hate that. You know how I feel about people throwing up.
Well, let's have not have.
As long as I don't look at it, it's gonna be fine. Ooh.
Okay, if you go up ahead with Bud, we can find our way out.
All right. Any chance I can have my gun now?
Fine.
I mean, while we're all being civil, it would help if my hands weren't tied up. That
Fine.
way I could-
Cut your hands free. You both get a gun.
Bud's daycare center is nearing its end.
I'm so running out of patience.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Everyone
running
just
out of
needs a
patience.
nap. You miss nap time, man.
Yeah, you cut her free.
Maybe if we just have a group nap.
You give them back.
Maybe that'll heal them.
Give them back their weapons, ultimately, Bud. Okay. Yeah, you give them back.
All of
their
my stuff is just the weapons.
Don't make me regret this.
Look, let's all just pretend we're still chooms, okay?
Yeah, let's pretend.
Yeah, you basically you can see you're in this metro tunnel. It's collapsed around you, but you can see that up ahead, it goes up a little ways, and then it looks like it's jammed with carts from the old metro. But it looks like you might be able to like get in and out of them and keep going on ahead. Rush has the infrared vision, right?
Yeah, I can see in the dark, essentially.
Yeah, I think you have the low light or infrared. I think it's the low light. But yeah, you see, Rush, you can clearly see up ahead that, it's jammed with the old metro, but you can make your way through it. Like you can see on the sides of the tunnel where it's still intact. It looks like you can still keep going up ahead. And then a little up further down the tunnel before you get to those carts, you can see a little bit of light shining in from the right side. It's hard to tell what that is, but you can see some light. It doesn't look like flickering firelight. It doesn't look like a neon, power generated light. It looks like daylight. It's kind of strange down here.
Daylight up ahead, not that far.
Who's got the Geiger counter?
Me. We haven't got a lot of choice, so.
Does anybody have the time? Is this actually the time of day for daylight?
Oh yeah, it's about late afternoon by this time.
Oh yeah,
early
okay.
evening.
Everything's different out here in the hot zone.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting all turned around.
That's okay. Let's see if that's a way to the surface. Good spot. I'll scout up ahead, Allie. You keep you keep Hades moving.
Hey Hades, I saw that you found a snack in the cafeteria.
Oh yeah, I found these.
Yeah. Where's it in your pocket? I'll get it.
This one. She's gonna point at it. And they are all smushed in there, like they are flattened.
Right.
She'll still eat it. I mean.
Yeah. I'll give it to Hades and just be like, look, just get some food in you, and just try and think about what you're eating, what you're tasting. Let's keep looking for it.
Also, as Ellie is saying this, like, I imagine she's probably looking for it, and then just real quick, like, a piece of Twinkie just goes in her mouth. Phew! Isn't that good?
Surprisingly, it is.
Okay.
That's the positive twist.
There's your positive plot twist. Done.
Yum.
Done.
I mean, I've had Twinkies once, and they left a lot to be desired, but sure.
But Bud, give me a perception as you're kind of scouting up ahead of the tunnel while Allie is helping Hades to some Twinkies, and they're all getting on their feet and making their way behind you. Give me that perception. Don't forget any +2s, any luck, stuff like that. I know I saw another one earlier, but I forgot to call it out. I thought I saw one.
I might have seen it.
Okay.
Hopefully.
17.
Nice. Yeah, as you're making your way through the tunnel, you clearly see part of like the wall and bottom part of the tunnel broken through to a lower level metro tunnel. But luckily you see it. You had great perception, so you're able to kind of point it out to the team, and everyone gets around that. There's no more athletics check or crumbling part.
Whoa. Open hole here. Skirt around it.
Is there room for us to go around?
Yeah. Just be careful. Watch your footing.
Can someone get a light?
I'm shining a torch around.
Yeah.
As
if you
we
just
go,
keep the light on it.
Yeah. I've got the old torch, torch hand balancing the handgun.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna help Hades around and just go so slowly. So slowly.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. All of you make it around. Bud was able to point it out and you safely get past this. And you make your way up to where that light was coming from. And as you get up there, now you can clearly see the metro cart's kind of jammed down the tunnel, but you can see that you can make your way past it. And way up in the distance, you see where the tunnel kind of curves around. You can see some flickering light coming from down there, like that flickering light like you've seen before. But that sort of other light coming from the right side, you can see that the tunnel, there's this huge crack in the structure, like this big open crack, big enough that like you could fit through. And the crack looks like it goes all the way up, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 stories up on this huge slab of concrete, where it kind of goes up and opens up into this big crack, and you see light coming in there, a sort of sunlight mixed with a red haze, that sort of typical Night City glow of just the natural red, kind of glowing down from here. Like you can see a bit of a skylight where the concrete goes, and it's steep, but it's enough that it's an option. It's another option. You could try to make your way up that way, like towards the light. You could keep going down the tunnel. You could go back the way that you came. Those are kind of the current things that you're all seeing now that you're up here.
Looks like it's a long climb, but it does make it to the surface.
Is there
What
anything...
world do you think I'm going to be climbing in?
Yeah, is there any way anything for the grapple gun to attach to? We could hoist Hades up slowly.
Oh yeah, smart. There's you see throughout the slab and wreckage, definite parts of, the building collapsed onto itself, kind of balancing on this huge slab where you could easily grapple onto that part, get up to the next section, grapple on the next one, and we'll say that can eliminate Hades' negative move and kind of get you all moving at normal speed. If that's the option you want to take, at least. Yeah, you can see that might work, the grapple action.
Seems fine to me.
I think it's a good idea, yeah.
I want to get out of here. I hate this place.
Yeah, okay. So we just
I hear ya.
We just go slowly. And you just hang on to me and don't move. Someone can toss me the grapple gun.
Yeah, it's in my bag. You go.
Ow, no.
Hi!
2 points of damage directly to your eye.
You've got the damaged eye effect.
Critical injury. No, but you've got the grapple. Yeah, you've got the grapple gun, and without even no difficulty, you're able to use it, attach it to some of the wreckage, and it allows Hades to move with the team, so you can make your way up that way if that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah, cue the Batman and Robin walking up the side of the building.
Yeah, you do that. You start making your way up the slab. At certain parts it's a little bit slippery. It's a bit steep, but you're able to kind of get your footing. The grapple gun makes it easier for Hades, even with her broken leg. It kind of pulls her up so she doesn't have to put any weight on herself. But about halfway through, as you're kind of climbing up this and you get up a few stories, everybody give me an endurance check.
Isn't it?
I'm gonna go ahead. Are there any more +2s?
Yes.
I'm gonna take one.
There are 4.
Oh, I probably should have taken
Now there
one.
are 3.
I only got a 12.
I'm gonna take one if no one minds.
Go for it,
Because I am also carrying Hades. And I'm gonna add
Yo!
1 point to my endurance.
Hades has all the endurance in the universe.
He wants to get out of here so bad.
Yeah.
She is done. She is done in here. She just all upper body
And
strength.
Allie and Hades. Wow.
Because Allie is also
Yeah, you two.
Critical successes and failures are coming in
Yeah.
pairs today.
No, but maybe Allie helping Hades and using the grapple gun. It makes sense. Yeah, but you make your way up. You're using the help of the gun, and you basically are making it to the top ahead of Bud and Rush's. Bud and Rush a couple times need to kind of stop, catch their breath. They almost slip out, with all the fighting and everything that Bud has been through, all the hanging and chaos that Rush has been through as well, and then neither of them having the help of the grapple gun. It makes sense. So you're kind of trailing a little bit behind, but you do see Hades and Allie kind of reach the top and step out from the crack as you're still making your way up. And Hades and Allie, as you step out, the first thing you see is you're right at ground zero. If you remember in the wreckage of the Arasaka building where you saw the tunnel, the metro across the street, there was that huge triangular sort of slab entrance that you didn't go down that was leading in. You can see that now, that's where you just exited. And the rest of that positive plot twist, you see Slim up here with his tech and the drill, and you see an AV hovered down, and then another AV kind of hovering up above. And Slim just says, "Hey, I'm glad you made it out. That's awesome. Hey, come on, let's load up. Let's get up. Wait, where's the guys?"
They're coming. They're weak.
They're behind us.
Oh, we're coming.
And then Bud and Rush, you make your way up to see exactly that as Slim's up there with the AVs and the drill. And let's load it in. Let's go. Let's get out of here. No one's up here. We're good to go. And you see over to the side
Slim!
A couple Iron Sight guys dead on the ground and a few scavers like they had to deal with that during the process. What was that, Hades?
When he is there, she's gonna go, Slim, look at my leg. She's going to make everyone she can look at this leg.
All the combat, all the crap I've seen, I'd never get used to it. No, let's load in. We'll get you taken care of. He looks over and the tech runs over and hits you with an air hypo of his speed hill. It's your will plus body stat back to your HP. And you feel much better, even a little loopy, but you feel pretty good. And this is where we're going to take our 5-minute bio break. Don't anybody go anywhere. I'm leaving the mics hot. Chat, we'll be right back.
Oh, man.
Oh, I needed that.
Oh, man. I'm so glad. Yeah, of all the money and stuff we had, we didn't buy any hypos.
We never needed them before.
Well, if someone's going to fall off a balcony, a hypo's not going to help.
Classic edge runners being like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of like stuff like speed heal's only made by medtech, so they're probably pretty precious with it, I imagine.
Yeah.
Only some medhet techs as well. You have to have pharmaceuticals.
This is like the only legitimate kind of job that
Potion.
we worked where we could have.
Yeah,
like,
that's.
we could have probably. Ah, well, say la vie.
We could have got hold of it, yeah, because we had all the Arasaka money. We could have been like, yeah, give us a load of speed heal.
Yeah.
Maybe send a med tech with us. That would be nice.
Med we never have a med tech. If anyone wants to join the team as a med tech,
we hurt ourselves a lot. I will say though, all of the falling that Hades did back there, she wasn't at half health yet, but she was very close. Because she fell off like 3 different platforms.
That's right. Oh man.
Gravity is not your friend in this campaign.
No. Gravity, we don't have good track record with
it's nearly killed me.
Yeah, Gravity hates all of us.
Man.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
It was upsetting to be that mean. I feel like Bud's just really wearing the brunt of it. I haven't really given a...
I really am, actually.
Well, like, look, even though she's mad, Allie and Hades do have more of a connection than Allie and Bud. And we always make fun of Bud anyway.
If it gets to that, it's going to be very tragic, so maybe I'm saving it up.
Oh.
Maybe.
Who's to say?
But I think because Bud has been the person actively holding us back.
Hades is kind of just along for the ride right now.
Yeah, and so it's just like the thing of like, I'm identifying you as the like, you know, the object in my way. And like, it doesn't care. I don't care right now that we've been friends for however, like, it just doesn't matter right now.
I need another hit of Arasaka.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyone who's ever dealt with that kind of feeling, I'm here for you in chat.
Alright, BRB.
Oh man. When half the crew has parts, the crew should have an experienced fixer. As in like a med tech? Is that what someone means? Or a Ripperdoc kind of thing? I went back to playing my Nomad for our live stream, who has literally one piece of cyberware in her. And it's nasal filters, so it's like nothing. It's like humanity loss of 1. Because it's just like some filters in your nose. Stop your breathing poison. Boom, done. I was like, this is the one time in my life I can actually make rolls with empathy. It's my Cyberpunk character, Sprocket, has like an empathy of 7. Like, what the hell? This never happens. I feel
so
like
why just the filters?
Well, she's a nomad, so I figured like there would be a lot of time on the road, like just like literally driving through dust and like grit and stuff like that. So I figured like if she was, and her car's kind of like a Jeep, so like it can have the roof on or off, so I just figured it would be handy, you know. Saves her driving with a neckerchief all the time.
Is she actively anti-cyberware or just never had the opportunity? Or?
Yeah, she's like a teenager. Not that matters in Cyberpunk, but it's like, also when I rolled what family of nomads she comes from, I rolled a traveling family circus. And when I rolled nationality, I rolled Eastern European. So it's Volkov family circus. We do things old ways here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So it's less that they're like, oh, we hate cyberware, and more it's just like, why you need cyberware? Here, have some borscht. Borscht makes you strong.
Strong like bull. Big like ox.
Exactly. No need to put in metal.
The muscle.
Yeah. That was probably like her first act of teenage rebellion of like, instead of breathing in dust all time, I got nasal filters installed. You did what?
I would have
No.
preferred you get a nose ring. Look at
You,
this.
yes, you can't get the nasal filters until you turn 21.
Couldn't you just get a tattoo?
Oh, me. Cousin Yuri does tattoos in the back. He's just like hammering them out. Yes, we do them all the way. If anyone else is there, wants us to do like a campaign of the Volkov family circus for their Cyberpunk brand game, please do it. Please. I would love that.
I don't know if anyone wordles. Does anyone do the wordle?
No.
It's been a long time.
I'm aware of it, but
You having trouble?
I just got it in 2.
Oh, wait, I need to be.
Win.
It's got it in 2, guys.
I want ice cream.
I was like, oh, I'll make a start on the Wordle while I'm nipping away from my bio break, and then I did it. I just solved it. I was like, oh, I'm done.
that's how good you are.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. It's sort of unsatisfying though, because normally you have to sort of like, ooh, right, okay, I've got these word letters, I've got those letters, puzzle it out, and I'm done, finished.
Who rewarded
If we got another positive.
Yeah, what was that?
It was Aaron Duran that did the
Positive plot
Duran.
twist.
Positive plot twist.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that avoided some radiation, inevitable radiation damage in that path, and a possible encounter with a couple iron sights and scavers that would have been up there. Like Slim was already there, so that positive plot twist kind of got everyone out without any possible damage. That was pretty good.
That's great.
Was that
Like-
plot twist?
Thank goodness.
Nice.
If we
Yeah,
get
sort of
another one,
negated a negative one. That's
just snap out of this brainwashing by chance. Plot twist.
I'll allow it if we
Just
get
like, I
10.
see the-
If we get 10
I see
positive
the
plot.
error. 10.
No.
Oh my god. Come on, people. You
Oh,
have the
jeez.
power.
Yeah. All right, let's go back. We ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone can see us now. Oh, I'm so sorry, Phil. Hades, did you bring enough ice cream for the rest of the class?
yeah.
Yep,
Where's my
here you
ice
go.
cream?
Yeah, what flavor is it?
That would have been funny if you accidentally hit your camera. Bloop.
It's
Oh boy.
so very sad.
Oh boy.
Yes, this is Halo Top, which is the low calorie, high protein ice cream, and it is cookies and cream. I just like.
I thought you were gonna say it is not very good.
Oh my god, are you kidding? It's amazing.
Really? What do they do
Nice.
without all those calories?
Well,
I don't know.
Let's get back into it. Let me repaint the scene as Hades and Allie have stepped out of this sort of crack in the structure to be back up at ground level, ground level, and Bud Rush right behind to see basically an AV landed with a couple of the Pacific Confederation soldiers outside of it, Slim there with the tech, the drill, a couple dead iron sights, few dead scavers off to the side, another AV sort of hovering up above. As Slim's, just hollering at all four of you, like, let's go, let's load it up. And the AV transport's open. Slim's like gesturing as the tech gets in. He's like, let's go.
Get in, guys.
Goes
I don't
along
think
with
you want to
the
make
fact-
your own way out of the hot zone.
Fine. I will, hop in.
We'll lift. we'll. I don't think Hades is hopping anywhere. Let's lift her in.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
I see that you've been collecting rocks again.
Hey, listen, just because I like ice cream.
No, I just assumed Hades had a whole bunch of crap in her pockets.
No, she has that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go through that later.
Oh,
No.
secrets.
Ooh.
None of it is radioactive, certainly.
Deceit.
Right.
Probably, maybe.
But yeah, you're able to hop in as Slim hops in behind you, and the AV takes off, kind of meeting up with the other AV above that ends up leading the way, and you see just as fast as you can get notice of the surrounding Night City. You're already out of the city as you're kind of heading out into the Badlands a bit. It looks like you're heading kind of northeast from Night City, and get some Badlands desert sort of wind sounds going to kind of set the mood. As the AV is flying out of Night City, and Slim sits there and just says, well, looks like she took a bit of a beating. Everyone else okay?
Relatively, yeah. I pull off my the head off my radiation suit.
Yeah, and they get out of their radiation suits as well. The two soldiers that are in there, the tech, Slim, you notice that the driver and the shotgun seat, both those guys are not in radiation suits. But what about the rest of you? You can take off your suits too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a bit comfortable.
Yeah.
Hadel's probably see if Allie will help her.
Yeah, I will slowly, especially because it's probably have to cut the suit off.
Yeah, the bone is going straight through the suit.
Yeah, but also we tried taping it up a while ago, so...
Yeah, that's right.
I have duct tape on my wounds!
Jeez.
Just,
duct tape fixes everything, you're fine.
Yeah. Try and
So-
think of
pretty
the...
good so far.
So,
Think of the ice cream they gave you.
well, I'm glad that, no one is, well, exception of you, Hades. I apologize, but the rest of you are doing okay. I know that was, it was quite the adventure. I wasn't expecting to run into y'all there, but I did kind of catch wind of what was going on with Arasaka, and if you don't mind handing those over, and the two soldiers that are in the back kind of like reach out to take your guns, Russian Alley. Just a safety precaution.
Fine, take it.
Yeah. I don't need it anyway.
The soldiers take the weapons off of you, and then Slim goes on. Look, no offense, no hard feelings. I'm just trying to carry out the mission at hand, and I'm just trying to take the precautions I need to have my team have a successful ending to this. And it's come clear what's going on here, but I'm very aware of what's going on. So let's just try to get everyone comfortable as soon as we get back to our camp. All right?
I hear that. We all need a good rest.
So what is your mission here? What's your end game?
Well, getting control over this engram, but we'll talk a little bit more when we land. Let's not engage too much in a conversation till we can get situated. And he sits back and starts messing around on his agent a little bit, and it just gets a little uncomfortably silent for a moment as the AV carries on. Anybody saying or doing anything, or everyone kind of following suit and being quiet?
Do I know where the bugs are in my outfit? Because Sokka bugged our clothes, right? They were listening to what we were saying, weren't they?
No, you haven't had any sort of hints towards hearing exactly what you're saying. At least not at that moment. I mean, you kind of caught hint of that when you were at your home. Like maybe they might have had access to the cameras and things. You that comes to mind, but nothing in the clothing. But you do know that, you were pricked in some loyalty precaution sort of thing that kind of showed your biometer and location in Arasaka building. So you can only assume that they at least have some sort of tracking on you. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do I know who has the engram right now?
Bud in the case.
Bud, right? He's got it in
Okay,
his
so
case.
Bud still has it in the case. I just wasn't sure if I missed if it changed hands. Okay,
I'm looking at it. It's mine.
I'm wearing shades. How are you even knowing that?
Solo
Take shades
sense.
to no shades.
Solo sense. I can see you eyeing it.
Of course. This was the entire mission here. This was the job.
Yeah. Sure was.
Fair is fair, right? We earned it just as much as you did.
Yeah,
We're happy
but,
to take it to Arasaka and then what? Divide shares? That seems fair to me.
like Slim said, let's just take 5, relax, and we can discuss our next steps once we've all calmed down and had a rest. Okay?
You know what's really freaking annoying? Being told to calm down when I am very calm. I just want to get this done. You said you're tired, I'm more tired.
Okay, well, it's not a competition, okay?
Look, when did you two plan to turn your backs on us? To stab us?
He's just like staring out the window.
Exactly at what point was it when you decided? Look, I thought there was more to us than this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
You seeing this, Allie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
sorry. Were you saying something?
I guess loyalty only, you can't find it everywhere, right?
Slim chimes in. Look, if we can just keep it down, we're going to fix this. Things are going to get better. And he looks towards you, Rush, and Allie, and he says, I assure you, we're going to work this out, and everything's going to be fine.
Look, I respect you, Slim. We got a good track record.
Yes.
I did not expect to bump into you down there. And you know I wouldn't do anything to hurt you, especially if I didn't have a choice. Now, we're on a job. I know you want this engram, but so do we. There's got to be something we can work out here. There's some deal, Let's talk this out.
We'll talk it out. Let's wait till we land. And I assure you, we would do you no harm as well. I mean, you wouldn't be calling me Slim if we weren't, close enough to respect each other on that level. So just know that obviously running into you all there was unexpected, just as was for you. But, we would do no harm, and we will work this out. And I'm positive we can make this work for both parties. I understand it was a job, and it is a job. To us, it's a bigger movement. It's not just a job, and I hope you can respect that. And we're about to land. Why don't we talk about it out here, and let's work it out. We'll just work it out.
All right.
Yeah, and the AV pulls up outside of, probably about 10, 20 miles outside of Night City, if not more. It's hard to tell. Off in the distance, you might see a little bit of haze and glow to Night City now that it's kind of later in the evening. You've gone far enough that you can see pretty much in all directions is Badlands. You're far enough out of civilization to see that. And as the AV lands, you see a little encampment, the Pacifica Confederation encampment. You see their logos on some of the makeshift bunkers and tents that are set up. You see some AVs. You can see some soldiers running around. It's not even close. You hear some guard dogs barking and running around, some cyber dogs, and but it's not even close to the size of the encampment that they had when you were helping them take out Leviticus in that whole Dixie militia scenario. This is much smaller. It looks more like a task force or a platoon or a bit of a fraction of what you saw before, but still impressive. You're seeing, like I said, a handful of armored AVs, some custom drone setups, some bunkers. You see more than a dozen soldiers kind of working around, but the AV pulls down into a tent. A couple of the soldiers step out. Slim steps out, opens it, and gestures for you to follow out. Rush, Alley, why don't you step out first, and let's go discuss this and handle this. I know we have a lot to discuss.
With all due respect, I need to be at the back with Hades. She needs a shoulder to lean on.
I'm sure Bud can handle that. I think we need to discuss things.
I got her. Come on. Let's get you to the medical tent.
I'll be there in a minute, Allie.
And you see Slim kind of raise up and holler out, "Yep, let's get some of the medics over here." Instantly, you see a couple of techs going in and kind of helping Hades and Bud kind of going off into a tent as Slim brings his attention back to you, Allie, and Rush. And can you step out and let's go discuss things?
Let's talk business.
Rush, we okay to discuss things, please?
Absolutely. I'm all about talking business.
Nice. And then as you step out to go discuss things, you're instantly swarmed by about 10 soldiers.
I knew it.
there's not even a brawling attempt that can contest the amount of people that are swarming on top of you, Rush and Allie, as you're just overwhelmed, going instantly from agreeing to conversation in a sort of relaxed mode, like, okay, I guess we'll entertain Slim and talk to him about this, to holy crap, dogpiled and wrapped up and arms behind the back. They're handcuffing you and just, you're swarmed.
Oh, I hate it so much.
How did I know exactly this was going to happen?
Yeah, he wasn't being very sly about it, was he?
No. But I mean, what could I
His
have
name's
done?
What are you
Slim.
gonna do? What are you guys
yeah.
gonna
In
do?
his camp, I mean.
It's Slim, not
Yeah,
Sly.
what are you guys gonna do? It's fine. But I, you guys didn't really have a choice. Like, you knew you were gonna
Yeah.
upset him. But what were you gonna do? Run?
I still
Fight?
hate it though.
I did
I know,
try.
me too.
That's why we weren't near them when it happened.
Oh no, I know.
We would have started crying.
Yeah, and Bud and Hades, you see it go down. As you're walking into this sort of big tent that's next to the bunkers, and the medics are kind of tending to Hades, you see the tackling Rush and Allie and handcuffing them and dragging them into the same sort of big tent location, but going off to the back where you can see, like some curtains drawn and some equipment and some things going on back there.
Question.
Yeah, Allie.
Can I at any point activate my recording?
Yeah.
My brain dance recording?
Yeah, anything that you have, cyberware, internal, any of that sort of stuff. The only thing that they took from you was your weapons, which is the only thing Bud has given back to you two when you were at the wreckage. Yeah, so anything. Yeah.
Yeah, Ali's just gonna, like, record, essentially, like, them being roughed up.
They were roughing you up. Come on.
They're roughing up.
Bud, they're roughing them up.
Who are the people gonna believe? Huh? Who are the people gonna believe?
Look, I've been roughed up. That is not roughing up. You need a few gut punches. They're gonna headbutt you a couple of times.
Oh my God.
Then it's a rough up. Then it's a roughing up. Come on.
I imagine it's not like they're not just gonna be like, all right.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. Yeah, I would imagine so. This is kind of a climactic point to the brainwashing scenario in the sense that you were confronted by your own teammates that you're very close to, and then you run into Pacifica Confederation, you're kind of handcuffed, zip-tied, you're being dragged along, and now this, and you're being dogpiled by a bunch of soldiers and dragged to the back of this tent. But while they're doing that, Hades, you get at least patched up by this medic, you get at least the temporary fix that you need by the med tech. As they explain to you, like, look, we've already hit you with speed heal. You got, your at least that HP back, and you look like you're good to go to walk on it. We fixed you up enough, but you really need to get some rest if you want to heal up the rest of your body. You still look like you've taken some damage here. So whatever
Look
other.
very pale.
Yeah.
Fine.
So you're okay, but obviously to recoup any more HP, you get your body stat back for any full day of rest and things like that. And that's what the medics are doing. They're doing the typical sort of take care of yourself, do these sort of things, here's a couple painkiller air hypos to take in the morning, that sort of thing. But yeah, they fix you up, and then, you're kind of free to carry on as Slim walks over and says, okay, is she good to go? If you wouldn't mind stepping in the back with your team, we got to handle this.
Yeah,
back
sure.
there, they're gonna be mad at me, and I don't want them to be mad at me.
Well, they're already mad at me, so let me handle it. I'll take the brunt of it.
You go in front.
Yeah, and you basically come back to this curtain as they open it, as you just see Rush and Allie get dragged into there, and you can clearly see a handful of the same type of, not the same tech, but very similar to the brain dance isolation tanks that you went through in Arasaka during your inauguration. And, it's a different version, but very similar, and it's easy to recognize that. But all of you are pulled back there. There's a couple techs as the soldiers are kind of dragging Rush and Allie and trying to get them into these tanks and things.
Can we see Bud and Hades?
Oh yeah, they just walked in right behind you. You're seeing all this go down as they're trying to force you into these.
Is that what you're doing?
No. Hi.
See you later.
No, he looks. If you see him, he looks kind of like, he can't really look at them kind of manhandling you. It's like he feels a bit. He obviously feels bad, but he's kind of hopeful that this will bring you back. But yeah, he doesn't like seeing this happen to you. He doesn't look like he looks kind of kind of a bit queasy, you know, when you have to face down a necessary evil. You just you suck it up, and you're like, that's the kind of expression you got. He's just like, he doesn't want to see, but he's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Bud.
Hey, Hades is outright just like, and then she starts, like, I'm assuming someone's gonna hold her back, but she starts trying to go over, like, so they stop.
Yeah, put one arm out.
Yeah, but Bud's holding you back.
They're
okay.
Hades,
They're not. They're not.
Hades,
It's gonna be
don't
okay.
let them do this, please. I'm scared.
It's gonna be okay. Whoa.
And Hades starts like kind of doing the on Bud.
Yeah.
Rip to headphones users.
Yeah, and let's.
Sorry, I'm always too quiet. I don't know.
And then Allie and Rush each give me a brawling, just for the Rush and Allie's struggle with these groups of soldiers trying to force you into these isolation brain dance machines. I want to see who.
You still have those -2s?
We don't have any -2s left.
No.
Oh, actually,
this is just to get an order of who's getting into these things first ultimately.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I miscounted.
There's no breaking free. There's too many of them, but I'm just trying to see who gets forced into these things first.
Yeah. So is this just a flat
brawling? Yeah, straight brawling, just for a little grapple it.
That's good.
Action.
Oh. There we go.
What is brain dirtied, if you will?
Brain dirtied.
That's what Rufio said. Rufio.
That's very good, Rufio.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, as you're getting forced in there by these groups of soldiers, Rush, you're like one boot up on the edge of the machine and pushing back, and they're having a hard time with you. Whereas Allie, they're able to kind of subdue you a bit more and get you into this machine, and hook you up and strap you down to it, and now you're completely strapped in, immobilized. As they hook you up to this brain dance, and you're very familiar. The second they start hooking you up, like it's clicked, like, okay, this reminded me of that Arasaka stuff. I'm absolutely familiar with brain dances, like what is going on, as instantly, boom, you're pulled in to a bit of a tutorial inauguration from Pacifica Confederation, a sort of deprogramming brain dance. So give me your resist, torture, and drugs. Now keep in mind, you don't want to get above 15. Otherwise,
don't I?
Well, Allie does. Alley Cats does. Alley Cats does. Don't get me wrong. She's drank the Kool-Aid and she wants to, Yeah. But you can use -2s and stuff. If there are any -2s rewarded, which I think you do have some, you can use them for something like this. If you want to help Allie get deprogrammed.
-2.
We have one left
Someone
over.
buy us some -2s.
Yeah. We have one left over from last session.
Okay.
But then if I use it, Rush might not be able to use it.
Hey.
Who is going to be able to contain Rushmore?
Your will is
Your
low.
will's really low.
Okay.
My will is 2.
He
Really?
he submits to anything.
Okay. All right.
I didn't realize you were so weak-willed. That's so
-2.
funny.
I'm gonna use the -2.
Yay!
We got another Bronx Smash, the hero,
there's
the true
another.
hero of the night.
Okay, but I'm gonna leave that for. I'm still gonna leave that for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for
Okay.
it.
Resist torture and drugs.
And in that little mod window, you can put that -2 in the bottom left.
Yay!
Nice.
We got another
Allie,
-2.
you get into this machine, and instantly, like I said, it sucks you into this sort of tutorial inauguration where you're in this like room, and then you're instantly being fed all this information. It's almost going too fast to process. It's not like typical brain dances where you're living and feeling through it. Like you can tell that something is happening, but before you even realize what's happening, like you realize it's happening because you're back to your normal self, and you can feel like, holy crap, like you remember everything that you've said and done, and you can feel it as if you felt it at the time. It's like one of those memories from like long ago where like you cringe and like, what was I thinking? That sort of feeling, but times 100, because this is absolutely cringe-worthy to you. It's horrible what you have been through and how you treated Bud and Hades. You realize how much you kind of gave into Arasaka, and like it's you are you right now as Rush is, and you see everything happening as Rush is now getting into the brain dance too, but I'll allow Allie to kind of come out of it first.
When the thing opens, Hades gonna go right over.
Yeah. I'll just give
Ellie,
her a kiss.
Ellie.
Just plot one on her.
Just one of those gross ones you never want to see your friends doing in front of you.
I think it's like the action movie, right? Where it's just like there's no words. She just immediately kisses Hades, and it's just like
Ellie! And she's gonna like kind of like go to hug her, but kind of leaning over the thing and kind of like tump over on top of her.
Oh yeah, she's not even fully out of the straps yet. Yeah.
Your leg's still broken.
I know. They put it back inside though.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah. I have a lot of these hypo drugs too.
Yeah, I guess let's save getting mushy for when Rush gets out, but I'm really sorry.
What? That's not your fault. That's Arasaka's fault.
Yeah. Let's be mad at those gonks.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed for Rush. Let's hope he comes out all right.
And now all attention
Rush.
Yeah, all attention is over to Rush as you see him strapped into this thing. You see the lights and the signals going through the machine. You can see it kind of glowing from around the edges of this brain dance in the plug, and you kind of see it scrolling.
Take a -2. Take a -2.
And yeah, Rush.
Please take the -2.
Rush, take a -2. We have a bunch now.
I did use a -2.
Take another one. You can use
It's too late.
We got two more, so you can use the post ones.
It's
just
too
as
late.
another single
Oh
one.
yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me?
That's true. You can use the -2s in post at double the cost, which is the only way
But
Rush is out of this
enough.
at this moment. Yeah. Oh, and there's enough. You guys got 2 of them.
We
You
got
could
2
do
extra
that.
ones.
We got 2.
Look
Just
at that.
Take them.
Chat ultimately saved Rush, unless he doesn't want to, unless he's cool with it.
The
Unless
guys,
you don't
the guys
wanna.
really want me to be brainwashed.
They do.
Oh, freak out.
He's fighting it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
yeah.
those points.
Yeah. You all see Rush kind of like
I'm gonna
sweating.
use the
and-
-2s though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
use them all up, man.
Yeah, all of you
We want you
see
back.
as the machine's scrolling through the percentages and it fills, and you see Rush kind of sweating in this thing as it's glowing, and Slim like talking to the tech going back to Slim. Yeah, he's fighting it. He's deep on this. He is deep. Hold on, we've got to reset. He's
He does
kinda
have a really nice house.
messing with the
Yeah,
controls.
what is it that you're holding on to that you don't want to give up?
The
Is
life,
it the house? Is
the
it money?
McMansion.
the life
Yeah.
that
Life.
I've finally been able to give to Cypress. That she doesn't
Yeah.
have
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
the
Oh.
streets anymore.
That's true. But after a little while, lights go green. They start unhooking Rush as Rush sits up, and I'll let Rush take it from there.
Rush. Hades is right in his face. Rush.
How do you feel?
Twinkie breath right in your face, Rush.
Yeah, I know, just right. She's been eating more too.
Take radiation damage.
I feel like a fool.
Good. She's gonna smudge him on the face. Good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying all those things.
I don't even know what you said. Here, have one of these. She just drops a Twinkie onto his chest.
Well, I called you traitors, and I was thinking about shooting you in the back.
I don't have any memory of that to speak of.
All right, then. Hey, Slick.
Yeah.
We okay?
Yeah, I mean, your bruises will heal from where I manhandled you, so if you can forgive me that, I'd say we're even.
Yeah, and I'll forgive you that and call me an eel.
I didn't know you could bend like that, though, Rush.
Neither did I.
Yeah. I mean,
Brain dance contortionism into it.
For someone with a will of 2, I definitely fought my way out of a lot of
Yeah,
restraint.
amazing.
So,
Nice. And yeah, as Rush gets out of the straps and you all reconnect, it's a refreshing feeling to have the team back to normal. Yeah, maybe some crappy memories and some cringeworthy moments and some embarrassing things were said and done, but it was Arasaka's brainwash that took control, and at least you understand that, and you respect each other enough to get through this, and you're back together. But just as you kind of reconnect and feel that, Slim leans in and says, "Look, time is of the essence. We need to talk about the next step of the plan. Can we step into my my office?" And he kind of like walks over to the side where he's got a desk set up and stuff. There's a soldiers still hanging around in the air, and he sits down and he gestures to a handful of chairs that are around the desk. Y'all have a seat.
Slim, your office doesn't have any walls.
It's the best I can do. Can y'all have a seat?
So, what's the plan? We all did that.
Is this time to take it back to Saka?
Well, you must be a bit of a brain reader here. That brainwash turns you into a brain reader on the outside, I guess. But yeah, that's technically the plan here. Is Arasaka's expecting this thing to come back to him, and we're not giving it back. The engram that's on that thing holds a lot of information that can put Arasaka back on the map in the underground, and they can kind of give him a little bit too much power. We're already dealing with Cress and everything that's going on with the Boswash corridor and just the rest of the country. It's enough. So we're putting a stop to as much little side things as we can. And Arasaka, if we can nip this in the bud, obviously we're doing it. So we're not giving this engram back. We're going to work on it for ourselves. But we have our own. We have our own operative engram. The bio readings on the biochip match perfectly. Bud, you've got control over that isothermal case. If we can transport that Arasaka engram into our machine and put this biochip in there and put our engram in there, and then you four bring it back to Arasaka. Now, I know it's dangerous. I know there might be some loopholes to get through, but you get that back to them. They load it in thinking it's theirs, and our engram operative will take them out from the inside and pretty much erase everything that's in there, including, I'm sure, a few engrams of yourselves that have happened along the way.
I mean, that seems like the best plan, but how do we stop? How do we cut ties there, you know?
Well, once you land it in and you hand it over, by any means necessary, get out of the building, and our operatives will scoop you up. We'll be nearby. We can't get involved, but we can get you in and out. And it's about that time. Well, we'll help kind of cover tracks and, watch your butts when the ish hits the fan. But I think some of our guys mentioned that to you once before, and I still stand by that. And just as he says that, Rush, I imagine you've been giving back your things and Allie, during all this time. And Rush, you notice your agent going off, and it's Arasaka calling. You see about 3 or 4 missed calls from Anzu and Arasaka as Slim finishes his sentence.
We should probably play along until we can get your old lady out as well.
Yeah.
All right.
We can get her into a bit of a protection outside of the city if need be, unless you've got a safe house in city. And Rush, out of character, Rush's current fixer level, you probably have more than a few options for safe houses and hideouts in the city. You have corporation hookups, street level hookups. You have national hookups now. Like, you're a level 9 fixer, but you also have this option with Pacifica Confederation, just to give you as much knowledge as possible. But yeah, he mentions that.
I don't want to impose on you any more than I already have. I'll try to exhaust my options first, but thank you for offering. I will keep it in mind. Now, I suppose I should pick this up. Any disagreement?
Yeah, I would say do what you got to do to play along and make this happen, as long as you all agree.
Now, last they heard, I told them exactly what happened with Slick and Hades.
Okay.
And you told them about them taking us down.
Yeah, well, I was tackled and I yelled it at my phone, so...
But as far as they know, you and I are still loyal?
As far as they know.
Well,
and they don't know that you wouldn't be able to get away from us.
That's right, you almost did.
They told me to get you guys back on board. They told me, you Slick. They said to get you with the program. Maybe I can tell them now that I've done such.
Okay.
Oh. Or,
I can go with that.
Yeah, or we're bringing them back to be programmed.
Ah, that works. You guys okay with that?
Yeah, we slipped the Pacifica Confed, and we're on our way back now.
All right. I'll pick this up before it's too late.
Is there anything that we can do to stop ourselves being brainwashed again, if it comes to that? I really don't want it to come to that. Any kind of neural wear, or...
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no sort of block to something like that. As you know, when you get involved with these brain dances, it becomes reality to you. It really just comes down to your own will and resistance to what's happening.
Yeah.
However, if it does happen again, and I'm telling all of you, if it does come down to that, if you have to go that far to run through it again, whoever makes it out clean on the other side, grab the others and get back here, and we'll do our best to deprogram you.
I'm not going through that again. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we'd have to grab the others, and not to toot our own horns, but turns out we're pretty strong when we're backed into a corner. Let's just make sure it doesn't come to that.
Well, I think if y'all agree, then Rush, you should take that call before it's too late, and let's see if we can make this happen.
Anzu.
Rush.
Is that you?
Rush, yes, it's Enzu. We have been trying to call you for the past hour or more. We got your information when you called, and then we heard a scuffle go on, and Mr. Yinshaw is absolutely worried. He's right here, and then you hear Mr. Yinshaw in the background. Rush, please explain yourself. What has been happening? Do you have the biochip?
Just got my agent back. I'm sorry. We do have the biochip. Situation is under control. We will be bringing it to you immediately.
Okay, and what is all this about? What happened with Bud and Hades? And you said that they were attacking you. And what is happening with the team? We mentioned to you before that we could go through the inauguration with Bud. We thought he was faltering, as we said what happened at your home. And now you're mentioning Hades, and we overheard. It's most concerning. And now I'm seeing you're outside of Night City. About 20 miles outside of the city. Please explain what's going on.
The situation got hairy. It got very bad. But don't worry. We got an extraction. We're out of the situation. We have the engram.
Give me a persuasion. I'll take. Look at this. Rush, I'll take persuasion or acting. But it definitely can't just be conversation, because in this sense you're absolutely lying and trying to control this. So, and yeah, if you have +2s or luck or any of that stuff, this is, the end of the session for the most part.
Okay. I'm going to use a +2.
You can use 2 if you want.
Okay.
I love this. Please explain what happened. No.
I don't think I will.
No, I won't.
Well,
I have the engram, though.
I've got, I've got my my luck, too. Should I just throw everything in there?
Yeah, we want them to really believe you.
I feel like it's nearing the end.
+12. Because two +2s plus my luck.
Yes! I'm ready for the biggest number I've ever seen.
All right, let's see if
it
does the math, because I'm not sure it did the math for me before.
You'd have to roll a negative.
27?
Yeah, you say that, and you lack some of the details, like Bud pointed out that but you're kind of short with it. You said you were extracted outside the city, you're safe, and you've got the engram, and you hear Enzu say, yes, but where exactly? And then you hear Mr. Yinshaw interrupt. It's okay, Rush, that's great news. Look, this is why we brought you on board. We trust your abilities, and we're happy that you successfully achieved this. We have your location. We'll send an extraction team immediately to pick you up, if that's okay, and get this engram back immediately. Please make sure Bud and Hades are in line, and when they get here, we'll make sure that they go through the inauguration again, and we get the team back online.
All right, thank you. Any chance we can move to a secondary location first?
Why? What's the concern, Rush? We want to be as fast as possible.
Yes, but I thought you would also want to be discreet.
Oh, is the current situation a bit alarming? That's fine. Then yes, as soon as you're in a secure location, please just tap us in on the agent, the location, and we'll send a pickup immediately. They're just outside of Night City in international waters. It should only take them about an hour to get there, if not less.
Absolutely perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, sir.
Thank you, Russian, and expect another bonus coming through for this. Thank you.
Thank you.
He hangs up the phone, and that's where we'll end our session.
Now imagine you were doing that sincerely, Rush. Or we have to watch.
Oh god. Okay.
Nice. Well, hey,
that's just enough butts.
Now
Stop retching. You know how many sympathetic vomiters we have on this team.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. This means
at least
so
that's
intense.
true.
Yeah, at least two. So intense. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was pretty intense. I really liked the climactic last session of this campaign, digging for windows. Yeah, I just can't speak enough about how awesome this was. You know, for me as a GM, and then all of you as players, the role play action, and just the half the team brainwash. Yeah, it was intense. I loved it, and top notch role playing from all of you, not just as character, but as character in this effed up situation. And you guys leaned into it so well and brought it to life. I'm just so excited about this campaign, absolutely, and so much love to chat. For all, every one of these sessions, chat has been consistently hitting with the +2s, the -2s when we need them. The plot twist
saving
stuff.
the day today.
Yeah, I mean, completely. If it wasn't for double down for the -2 at the end, homebrew sort of thing, and having 2 -2s, like Rush would have still been brainwashed. That would have added a whole nother wrench to the works. And chat definitely saved the day more than once. So that was awesome.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to fall down a cliff face again without any +2s.
Yeah. No, but that's the end of Digging for Windows. It's our official season 9, 9th season of campaign. So excited about that. When we get together next Thursday, we're not doing a 24-hour cafe downtime because of what this campaign is leading into, and it's going right into the next campaign, which obviously we know the team is tasked with bringing this sort of other Ingram back to Arasaka and trying to give it to them and then get out of there. So that's the issue. We know what Rush spoke with them, kind of got off the hook for everything that was said earlier, but they're expecting to kind of run Hades and Bud back through it to get the team back to normal. So we'll see how that plays out next Thursday. Thank you so much for playing along. I love all of you as my players, and chat for being part of this story. And shout out to Syrinscape as well, for making all this possible. Everyone make sure you subscribe and follow Syrinscape here on Twitch, also on YouTube. Give a like and comment. Let us know what your favorite parts of this session and this whole campaign, was. We'd love to hear you. All right, see you next time. Take care.
Ultimate.